Shall I get up and walk over to Radford? Have you installed the updates? All right, let's walk over to Radford
Things are
Castro.
working.
He is our engineering master here at the Twit Brick House, and he's got a new all-in-one from Asus. You know, I'm an iMac user. I like the Dell XPS all-in-one. I'm a fan of this form factor because it's just clean on the desk. You know, if you're going to buy a desktop, why have a tower?
Yeah, I don't know, but I didn't look at this from a desktop perspective. I looked at this as something in my kitchen or in my living room.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. 27 inches.
Yeah, 27 inches, and pretty much a lot of the specs you'll see is similar to what you see on the Dell, except for one little thing. It doesn't have an SSD cache. So this is still using a hard drive. It's 2 terabytes, uses 8 gigabytes of RAM and all that good stuff. But the thing that's
an Intel technology that a lot of computers have. What do they call it? The smart cache?
They're using
like
smart
that.
cache.
Yeah.
And this is running i7 right now. It's Haswell based.
Looked pretty fast though in that swoop there.
Yeah. So just exiting out of the program.
A touch screen. I like that.
Yeah,
all
it's
right.
multi-touch, so you can do a couple of things here that are pretty nice.
IPS display? What kind of display is this?
This one's actually
washed out to me.
Yeah, this is actually QHD. I don't know the exact.
That's the resolution.
Yeah, it's the resolution 2560 by 1440.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Nuts.
That's Retina.
So, yeah, and this is the funny thing is when I actually
Oops, sorry, I touched it with my nose. Well, we know it's nose enabled now, which is good. All right.
Yeah. It just needs to be smell enabled. But but for the most part, I actually when I loaded my account on here, I only had this many apps.
Right.
But I installed what I thought would probably work best for a big screen.
Now some of these it comes with. I know the Wild Tangent Games is something that tends to get bundled with these, and I always take those things off immediately. But you were a nice man. You left all the stuff on there.
Yeah. So some of the things I was really interested in is like recipe stuff. So this is something that you.
This would be good for the kitchen, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see what the apps look like in 27 inches.
Wow.
And I just started browsing around. Here's like one.
You know, they're not really designed for this size display, are they? Look at that white space. Yeah.
That is a lot of space.
Yeah.
So.
And look at the thumbnail sizes. They're so small.
They are. They're very small.
It does look good.
It looks good when you start seeing thumbnails of galleries and things like that. Then I got a couple of things here going on that are pretty cool. You'll kind of also notice that it's a little bit hard to drag your fingers across.
It's so big. Like if you want to get the charms, you got to go all the way to the right.
Yeah.
If you want to see the other multitasking, get all the way to It's a lot of work. Here's the desktop.
Right.
Now, as a desktop computer, of course, it's going to be as good as any 27-inch desktop, I would imagine.
So all the desktop stuff is normal, what you would see. But again, I didn't use this much like a desktop.
You wanted a touch screen.
I wanted a touch screen. I was more bent on, what is this going to be like in the middle of the kitchen? Where my wife is going to go in and see, some recipes.
Can I help you with Windows 8? Just press that button there. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
We all need a little help when it comes to Windows 8.
The games are kind of cool. We have Cut the Rope here. I wanted to see what this looked like.
The kids are going to love Cut the Rope at 27 inches. Holy moly. Does it use the whole screen?
Yeah, it uses
Look how small the text is.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. You start to see a little pixelization, obviously, though, because of the way
the graphics were not designed for this kind of resolution. Yeah. But I'm glad that what they didn't do is shrink it and have big black borders around it. They actually fill the screen on this thing.
So
you're good at this game. 3 stars. Nice.
Here's a couple of things, too. So probably this is a good demo because it's multi-touch and you get to play it. There's a lot of, demos like this.
Is it 10-point multi-touch?
Yes. Yeah. It's 10-point. So it's kind of fun.
It's all 10 fingers. Oh, get ready. Oh, Radford, are you a king? Are you a king of Fruit Ninja?
I don't know.
All right, stand back.
There's a little bit of lag
temptation in the kitchen to actually use a real knife, you got to avoid that. Look at you go. Wow, that fruit doesn't stand a chance. Holy cow.
That's 5 points.
2 hands. No! Yeah, you almost tricked him there. That's good. All right. Wow, look at that. You're more than a ninja.
God, it cannot.
It's not. I've noticed it's missing some of your tabs.
The reason why that is because it's still using a regular hard drive. It doesn't use SSD.
Yeah.
It's still just.
So I/O is a little bit slow.
Yeah, I just lost completely.
I mean, it does have an i7.
Yeah, it does have an i7, but it does need that SSD cache. So the other competitors are running that. This one does not. But the other cool thing too is that there are some apps that really took advantage of this, and this is the DJ app. I've been wanting to check out.
Those are almost normal sized turntables.
Right. So I'll just throw in a couple of tracks in here.
Did you find over time that using a touch screen, your arm got tired? I mean, that's one of the things people have said. It did, huh?
Well, it depends on the placement, right? So if your kitchen is a little bit high or low, then you're going to have to hunch over a little bit. You might have to have a seat to kind of play around with these kinds of things.
Boy, this would be great. Put this on the table, you really be like a DJ.
Here's the other thing, too. It's really hard to find where to control the volume, so you have to use the Windows 8 way of controlling the volume.
Oh, yeah, that's frustrating.
That's very frustrating.
Yeah.
So this is the only way I could figure it out. Here's the other weird thing, too. So look at this right here.
That's a failing of the app, though, right? I mean, that's not... Yeah.
So check this out right here. It looks like these are touchable, the mode menu, and...
they're not?
But they're not. So you know, at first glance, you look like you would touch
underneath?
it. Yeah, there's nubs. So you have to like, feel for it.
Yeah.
You should have to touch under here to play around with the display menu.
Nubs, not snubs, right? Okay, yeah, okay. Just wanted to check, make sure.
So just selecting through the settings for your screen management involves just touching under here. Yeah. But sometimes it's kind of
Now,
weird.
one of the things I liked about the Dell XPS 1 is the vast number of connectors on the back. I mean, you could set this up with a lot of different peripherals and hardware.
Right.
Same thing here on the Asus?
Yeah, so you got... I'm going to go through a list here because I just can't remember them all. So you have a Blu-ray combo with a DVD burner.
Blu-ray's in here?
Yeah, Blu-ray's in
here.
Oh,
wow.
Actually, if you click this
That's
button
nice.
Here, it pops out. There's your Blu-ray drive.
Oh, okay.
And then you have a couple of ports here. There's four USB 3.0 ports on here, as well as what we got here.
This must be a Haswell processor.
Haswell, so it has all that good stuff. And then you got of course, your mics and headphones and things like that. But other than that, the camera is okay. It's expected 5 megapixel from the camera. but
that's good enough for Skype, which is, I mean, you're not
really
going to take this to Disneyland and take pictures of the Magic Kingdom with it.
Not quite. But overall, it's decent. The thing now is the kind of a sticker shock.
Yeah.
At this level, you're looking at $18.99.
No, sorry. Yeah, that's really Macintosh iMac level, even higher. You can start at $1,300.
Yeah.
So you're paying a lot of money. I noticed also that there's some style in the mouse and the keyboard. These are kind of attractive.
Yeah,
aren't they?
these are decent.
Yeah.
Looking at the mouse here, this is actually a touch wheel.
Oh.
But listen to this, listen to this.
I hear it clicking.
Yeah, that's actually a wheel inside detecting the movement of your finger.
What? Because there's
scrolling.
That's bizarre.
It's very bizarre. So, just depending on how quickly you move your finger, it actually
This does look metallic, but this
is brushed aluminum.
That's aluminum. Okay.
Yeah, brushed aluminum. Kind of nickelish looking.
Kind of neat. Yeah, it'd be nice in the
But it's actually a pretty
kitchen or the
decent looking keyboard. But
foyer.
I didn't want. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
No, not in the foyer.
Yeah. Can you see that?
No, as Mooncats pointed out in the chat room, there's no Blu-ray or touch on the iMac. So you're absolutely right. That's what you're paying $1,900
Pretty
for.
much.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
And I was hoping to see more apps, but
Well, pros and cons.
So for the pros, the display looks incredible. The only thing is that the apps don't take full advantage of it.
Yeah, even this is a little fuzzy. It wasn't designed for this kind of resolution.
No, it's not. It's not like you're using kind of vector-based graphics on these things. And then it's a strong performer for all the stuff that you would expect to do on your work and regular, legacy apps. Has some pretty good sound. If you guys haven't heard it already.
Where are the speakers? I noticed there's this looks like a grill, but that's not the speakers. They're down here.
They're down here. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you turn it up, I think it maxed out on this. Yeah, I am. And they got it pumping through the system. Oh, that too. The system, the sound system is actually DTS, so you can actually do that, and it looks pretty good. It sounds good, and it has an onboard 802.11 AC.
Ah, the higher speed, the new
so that helps a lot.
Wi-Fi. Yeah. If you have a AC router,
yes,
there'd be no point
that's
otherwise.
The thing. Yeah.
Okay.
For as far as the cons are, it needs the SSD cache.
You really feel like that slowed it down.
Yeah, and it needs it's kind of a weird, cheap mouse.
Yeah.
And then the weird nubs for the screen management as well. It's kind of a fingerprint magnet. So.
As would any touch screen be. Really.
Yeah. This one. So, but.
So not going to the Castro home.
No, this is more or less a try.
A try.
Yeah. So
Best you can do, huh?
Yeah.
All right. That's the Asus. What is the model number on this?
This is the ET27.
ET27 All-in-one desktop. That's Radford Castro, our Director of Engineering. And that's it for Before You Buy.